LaMelo Ball, the NBA's next great and shining star. From making half-court shots in high school to dominating international leagues, his path hasn't been anything but extraordinary. But it wasn't without its hurdles. With the release of his signature shoe threatening his NCAA eligibility to critics slamming his decision to play professionally in Lithuania at just 16, LaMelo's journey does make people question how a major gamble from Chino Hills turned into one of the league's brightest young talents. Let's find out.
I would compare LaMelo Ball to LaMelo Ball because he's one of one and very rare.
LaMelo seems to be reaching for greater heights as the years go by, with incredible stats backing him up. But before we talk about how the star is breaking up basketball, let's go back to where it all started. LaMelo was born in Anaheim, California to LeVar and Tina Ball, who were both former college basketball players. He was trained in basketball by his father, LeVar, as soon as he could walk. At age 4, he started playing the sport with his older brothers, Lonzo and LiAngelo, facing much older opponents. He also played flag football with his brothers at age 5, but continued to focus on basketball.
You're doing a great job of doing that. That's the reason you score so much.
In 2013, while in 7th grade, LaMelo began playing on Big Ballers VXT, a 17 and under amateur athletic union AAU team launched and coached by his parents. The team, which was not sponsored by a major shoe company, did not compete in top AAU circuits and instead took part in local competitions. He began high school at Chino Hills High School in Chino Hills, California, where he won a state championship and achieved national success as a freshman with his older brothers Lonzo and LiAngelo. LaMelo began playing basketball for Chino Hills High School in Chino Hills, California during his freshman year. He played on the same team as his cousin Andre Ball. LaMelo scored 27 points in his debut as a starter. He won the CIF Southern Section Open Division title on March 5th, 2016, defeating Sierra Canyon School with 26 points. He scored 14 points in the championship game against De La Salle High School later that month, helping his team win the CIF Open Division State Championship. With a 35-0 record at the end of the season, Chino Hills won the fabled national championship. LaMelo shared Max Prep's National Freshman of the Year with an average of 16.4 points and 3.8 assists per game. Ball made national news on December 26, 2016, when he made a half-court shot 2 seconds into a game. Despite scoring a game-high 36 points, he lost his first high school game on February 4th, 2017, when Chino Hills' 60-game winning streak was ended by Oak Hill Academy. LaMelo Ball's next game was on February 7th when he defeated Los Osos High School with 92 points, which was the second highest single-game total in California high school history. Because he frequently waited close to half-court to acquire an open shot on his next possession rather than defending, he was condemned by analysts for cherry-picking. He made the Max Prep sophomore All-American first team after finishing the season with an average of 26.7 points and nearly 10 assists per game. Ball departed Chino Hills to be homeschooled on October 2nd, 2017, prior to his junior year, since his father disapproved of the school administration and recently hired head coach Dennis Lattimore.
What was the high school coach doing that you didn't like?
He started coming in there. He told Melo, oh, them 50 shots a game, you ain't got to worry about those no more. He came in with his own mindset like he gonna change the whole program. I told him we lost 3 games in 3 years. Come on, man. What are you bringing to the table?
Alongside his brother LiAngelo, he inked a contract with agent Harrison Gaines on December 7th to play professionally abroad. According to the ruling, he would not play collegiate basketball. Gaines offered the brothers to professional teams in Japan and several European nations in the days that followed. His pool of talent was just unavoidable. From a very young age, LaMelo Ball was already showing more than glimpses of who he was going to be, and it doesn't look like anything is going to be able to stand in his way. However, the 2017 release of Ball's Melo Ball 1 signature shoe by Big Baller Brand, his family's sports apparel company, threatened his eligibility under the National Collegiate Athletic Association, NCAA. Ball's father ignored the concerns and considered having his son skip college for that reason. Ball's signing of an agent and his professional experience further imperiled his NCAA eligibility. Despite questions surrounding his eligibility, which discouraged major NCAA Division I programs from recruiting him, he expressed interest in playing college basketball upon his return to high school in November 2018. In the following months, however, Ball explored alternative options, including prep school, the NBA G League, and professional leagues in Australia and China. On July 27th, he featured in an AAU game against 5-star recruit Zion Williamson that was featured in national sports media. Before his junior season, a coaching dispute prompted him to leave Chino Hills and sign with Lithuanian professional team Prienai. In 2018, he played in the Junior Basketball Association JBA, a league created by his father, before returning to high school as a senior with Spire Academy in Geneva, Ohio. LaMelo Ball joined Prienai of the Lithuanian Basketball League (LKL) on December 11, 2017. He supposedly signed a professional basketball deal at the youngest age in American history. American sports media extensively covered the brothers' relocation to Lithuania.
You're making your debut in Lithuania here in a matter of hours. What are you thinking right now?
Just another basketball game. Just gonna treat it like another one. Go out there, do what I love.
Upon arrival, Prienai participated in a number of exhibition games sponsored by Big Baller brand and withdrew from the Baltic Basketball League. Ball made his professional debut against Lietkabelis on January 13, 2018, going scoreless in 5 minutes. In a defeat against Žalgiris on February 4th, he recorded a season-high 19 points, 4 3-pointers, and 6 assists. He had a leg injury in an exhibition game at the end of the month, which kept him out of action for a month. LaMelo and his family left Prienai on April 25th, 2018, when his father criticized Virginijus Šeškus, the team's head coach, partly for not giving Ball enough playing time. In 12.8 minutes a game, he averaged 6.5 points and 2.4 assists while shooting 26.8% from the floor at the end of the LKL season. The Los Angeles Ballers of the Junior Basketball Association, JBA, a new club his father founded as an alternative to collegiate basketball, signed LaMelo on May 4th, 2018. The league hailed him as its marquee player. In a 134-124 victory over the New York Ballers on June 21st, he recorded a triple-double with 40 points, 16 rebounds, 10 assists, and 3 steals while shooting 15 of 40 from the field. LaMelo was selected for the All-Star game after averaging a triple-double in 8 regular season games with 39.6 points, 14.6 rebounds, and 11.5 assists per contest. In the playoff semifinals, he recorded a season-high 55 points, 16 rebounds, and 7 assists against the New York Ballers. He guided Los Angeles past the Seattle Ballers to a JBA championship. Following the season, he was selected for the league's select squad, JBA USA, which would go on an international tour and play a number of European teams. He was ejected from a tour exhibition match against Dzūkija on October 31st after slapping an opponent in the face during a brawl. In order to return to his high school education in the United States, he quit the JBA tour on November 5th. On June 17, 2019, LaMelo signed a 2-year contract including NBA out clauses with the Illawarra Hawks of the Australian-based National Basketball League. He joined the Hawks through the NBL Next Stars program, which aims to develop NBA draft prospects. He was a 5-star recruit and committed to UCLA, but chose to forgo college basketball amid eligibility concerns and play in Australia for the Illawarra Hawks of the National Basketball League in 2019. There he had a meteoric rise. Previously, scouts had mocked him as a second-round pick and potentially never playing in the NBA. However, his success led him to be selected 3rd overall by the Hornets in the 2020 draft. Prior to his next game on December 8th, it was declared that he will be out for around 4 weeks due to a foot bruise sustained during practice. LaMelo made the decision to miss the rest of the season on January 16, 2020, while still out. In order to return to the United States and get ready for the 2020 NBA draft, he left the Hawks on January 28th. He shot 37.7% from the floor while averaging 17 points, 7.4 rebounds, and 6.8 assists per game in 12 NBL games. At the end of the season, he was named NBL Rookie of the Year over Kwat Noi by 5 votes, 49-44.
Well done by Miles Bridges, and there is your 19-year-old Kia NBA Rookie of the Year. Right. LaMelo Ball, congratulations.
Right now.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Before playing in the NBL, LaMelo had been projected as a second-round pick or possibly being undrafted, solidifying himself during his time with the Hawks as projected top 3 pick and the potential 1st overall pick in the 2020 NBA draft. LaMelo was predicted to be selected 1st overall in the NBA draft of 2020. He was taken with the 3rd overall choice by the Charlotte Hornets in the 2020 NBA draft, which took place on November 18th, 2020. The first brothers to be selected in the top 3 of the NBA draft were him and his brother Lonzo, who was selected with the 2nd overall pick pick in the 2017 draft. He started the regular season off the bench following a tumultuous preseason. On December 23, 2020, he made his debut in a 121-114 loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers, going scoreless in 16 minutes while recording 1 rebound, 3 assists, and 2 steals. On January 8, 2021, against the New Orleans Pelicans, LaMelo and Lonzo played in their first regulation game against each other at any level. LaMelo helped rally the Hornets from an 18-point deficit to a 118-110 win. He finished with 12 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists, just missing a triple-double, with a triple-double of 22 points, 12 rebounds, and 11 assists in a 113-105 victory over the Atlanta Hawks on January 9th at the age of 19 and 140 days. He set a record that Josh Giddey would eventually surpass. In a 126-114 victory over the Milwaukee Bucks on January 30th, Ball scored a then career-high 27 points, pulled down 5 rebounds, dished out 9 assists, and stole 4 rebounds. He received the Eastern Conference Rookie of the Month title for his December and January play. In his first 21 NBA games, he averaged 12.2 points, 6.1 assists, 5.9 rebounds, and 1.4 steals. On February 1st, LaMelo made the first start of his career in a 129-121 victory over the Miami Heat. He finished the game with 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists. On February 5th, he recorded a then career-high 34 points, along with 8 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 steals, and 1 block in a 138-121 loss to the Utah Jazz. He also became the youngest player in franchise history to record a 30-point game. In 13 games, he averaged 20.1 points, 6.2 rebounds, and 6.7 assists, earning him the title of Rookie of the Month once more for February. LaMelo was labeled as out indefinitely after suffering a fractured bone in his right wrist during a game against the Los Angeles Clippers on March 21st. LaMelo was given the all clear to start playing basketball on April 19th. He returned from injury on May 1st, scoring 11 points, pulling down 7 rebounds, and dishing out 8 assists in a 107-94 victory over the Detroit Pistons.
Week since you've last played in a game and you just picked up where you left off. So how's your wrist? How are you feeling?
Yeah, it's feeling good. I mean, still trying to keep the heat on it and stuff, just keep it moving. But overall, yeah, it felt good.
Ball was chosen for the NBA All-Rookie First Team and won the 2020-21 NBA Rookie of the Year award after the season. LaMelo scored 31 points, pulled down 9 rebounds, and dished out 7 assists in the Hornets' 123-122 victory over the Indiana Pacers in the 2021-22 season opening, matching his career-high 7 three-pointers. He recorded a career-high 14 assists and 11 points in a 97-87 victory over the Washington Wizards on November 17th. In a 127-125 loss to the Milwaukee Bucks on December 1st, he scored a then career-high 36 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds, and 3 steals. LaMelo scored a career-high 38 points, 9 assists, and 5 rebounds in a 113-107 loss to the Boston Celtics on February 2nd, 2022. Ball replaced Kevin Durant due to injury on February 7th and was selected for his first NBA All-Star game. Ahead of the 2022-23 NBA season, LaMelo changed his jersey number from the number 2 to the number 1. On February 13, 2023, he recorded 30 points, 6 rebounds, and a career-high tying 15 assists in a 144-138 win over the Atlanta Hawks. He also became the first player in Hornets history to record at least 30 points, 5 rebounds, and 15 assists in a game. On February 16th, he had 28 points, 10 assists, and a season-high 12 rebounds in a 120-110 win over the San Antonio Spurs. He became the second youngest player in NBA history to reach 1,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 1,000 assists in his career, behind only LeBron James. On February 27th, during a 117-106 win over the Detroit Pistons, Ball suffered a non-contact right ankle injury. After the game, the Hornets announced that he had fractured his ankle and was ruled out indefinitely. On March 1st, LaMelo successfully underwent surgery to address his injury and was ruled out for the rest of the season. LaMelo agreed to a contract extension with the Hornets on July 6, 2023. In a 124-118 loss to the Dallas Mavericks on November 5th, Ball recorded a triple-double with 30 points, 13 assists, and 10 rebounds. On October 23, 2024, in the Hornets' season-opening game, he put up 34 points, 8 rebounds, and 11 assists in a 110-105 win over the Houston Rockets. He also became the first player in Hornets franchise history to drop at least 30 points and 10 assists in a season-opening game. If you enjoyed this breakdown of LaMelo Ball's game-changing moments, don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure to check out our next video shown on screen.